Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, go. 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 Oh, damn it. Nope. Still got my blood. Still got my blood bags over here. Nice. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot178 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 4v4 on White Ball Express. We have IMAX, Tat, Zija, Green, Ronnie, Arctic Wolves, Joey, and Windows. Let's double check everyone's rank real quick and see who has the lead. If you want to submit your own replay like the person in here did, submit to greyshotproductions@gmail.com, or you can submit it to my Discord. There's actually a little text box to drop in your files regarding replays. It's really cool. Also, you can join my Discord down below. So there you go. Free link as well. Though I will say Patreon members have access to certain features, and this replay was submitted by Patreon members. So thank you to all my patrons for your amazing support. Again, you help make my channel grow. And seriously, I cannot believe how over the last year my channel has grown. So thank you so very much for your amazing support. It's one of those times where it's like, wow, okay. It's like, thank you. Like, when I open up a thing and I get like a dozen replays in a week, I'm like, awesome, thank you. I can't get to all of them, but thank you. I'm trying to do more on Twitch streams on Sunday, so if you want to see more live replays, check that out. In any case, we got 2 OKW, 2 Vermont, like I said, 2 Soviet, a Brit, and an American. And it looks like the German over here is holding back the Brit pretty well. He's suppressing their infantry and the MG. Although, we have a universal carrier coming on in. Pioneer's coming on the flank, but with that thing busting through the fence, I don't think it's going to last all that long. British infantry opening fire, but the Pioneers have close range down. But with the extra support by the MG plus the universal carrier opening fire, that universal carrier is screwed. What's not screwed is the MG lighting these forces up while forces come on the flank. However, it seems like while there's a lot of them, there's that MG over here. So that could be an issue. Pioneer squad, I'm sorry, Stern Pioneer squad just murdered that engineer squad of the Soviets. Arctic's going to be feeling that just a little bit. Meanwhile, let's see, Tat with special operations. A lot of really great support abilities like recon that's unkillable, grenades, STG-44s, you name it. It's pretty packed. As well, we have ourselves IMAX going with strategic reserve. Did I get that right? There we go. Got it right. I'm usually getting the two mixed up. But Assault Grenadiers are on the field. The problem is he's not going with tier 2. So that's a key issue right there. These things are not good against armor in terms of AT capabilities. They still can do damage to light armor, but they're not designed to fight light armor, if that makes sense. Tellermine's going down to guard a flank. Not a bad idea. On the right, we have a big push going on, but looks like MG is slowing them down. Riflemen are on the full retreat. So stop them there, but right now the Allies have lost both fuels, and Axis are slowly getting more and more. Now, I assume they're also go for this VP point, which is right now impacting more of the Axis, but if the Axis control that, that's slowly hemorrhaging the Allies in terms of VP and overall resources. We have an MG going down, most likely to counteract the MG-42, but big issue. Heavy cover, medium cover. Heavy cover is going to do a lot better than medium cover, so here's that. We got Volk squad moving on in against the engineer squad. Again, with the MG backing up, they can't really do all that much. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, go. 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 Oh, damn it. Nope. Still got my blood. Still got my blood bags over here. Nice. You got 2, and you killed the building. You got something. It's a hollow victory, not a stunning defeat of the Axis, but you know, it could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. Anyway, conscripts moving on in to attack the MG, as well as Grenadiers trying to push them back, but alas, with the MG support, that's really not going to work. Good flank, though, by Joey pushing back the Axis force in the region. Let's see. Zija went grand offensive. I don't think I mentioned that with his Panzer Fusiliers, but again, better with upgrades. Maybe get Volk squads and then get these out, but still, they're doing pretty well. Good grenade by the Americans. Good job, by the way, Windows, for getting that grenade upgrade. You pushed him back without much trouble, and now your squad can pretty much easily take over this point. The MG's facing the wrong direction, so that will work. Joey's trying to hold on to the fuel. Looks like he will do that. Combined with the Allies holding mid and attempting to take right. they should gain the lead back in VP and resources? Yes, no, they actually are not. Oh, wait, no. They are tied now. Okay. The allies need this point to be ahead. That's what they need. Okay. They actually have one cash over the Axis. So that's good. At least Arctic's planning ahead. He might not have a huge army, but he is at least trying to support. See, he's trying to support, and he went all support. There you go. Again, problem would be frontline infantry, but as we see with the Brit, yeah, sometimes you just need the special units to take on the enemy. And, let's see, Volk squads can be easily pushed back by the Vickers. Scout car, bigger issue. Now, again, since this guy went all non-AT, all infantry focused, Scout car's a good choice to counteract light armor. To an extent, armored car by the British would be a good choice to destroy it, but we'll see if he goes it. I would if I was him. That way you could counteract the scout car or get an AT gun. He is getting an AT gun, but unfortunately it's a little bit late. I know this one might be a little bit hard, but if you see a gentleman going a lot of assault grenadiers and he's using that against you, I would say there's a higher chance than not he's going to go with the scout car, especially if you have a universal carrier. So just take note of that. Luckily, Arctic has an AT gun watching over him to make sure he can counteract and fire on him. Hopefully, he can neutralize it, but we shall see. Allies trying to stop the Axis from taking the point, but nice grenade by the Punzfusilier squad. Pushes back the MG along with the scout car. Conscripts rushing on in, throwing AT grenade. They get the grenade. It hits the scout car, and that scout car gets pulled back. Meanwhile, we have... Where's that scout car? Where? Oh, okay, there you are. Okay, scout car's there. We have an MG that will most likely be set up over here. Either that or command post, but if I was building a command post, I would place it like back here or maybe back here. The reason is it's a little farther back, harder for the enemy to... Back here. It's hard for the enemy to see it, and as well, you don't want the enemy artillery to be in range of that point very easily. Now, again, if it's Vet 3, it's going to be in range, but if it's a starter Katusha and you are so close to the front, it can instantly know where you are based on infantry that are just testing the front, not even going that deep for a raid. Yeah, that's a really dumb position. Meanwhile, on this map, there are some key flanking opportunities you can go. Riflemen, as well as we just saw there, can go on this far right. Great grenade pushes back Green's forces. Once again, Windows doing what he can with what he has, and overall, doing a good job. Scout car could redeploy to fight him, which is an issue. Big push on the left. AT gun trying to fire. Misses the shot. British trying to open fire as well, but having a lot of issues in their assault. MG repositioning with their Vickers. But right now we have 3 MGs for IMAX. Wait, hold on. A Maxim is one of them. We have Scout Car going around. AT Grenade knocks it out. And Allies should be able to pick that sucker off. Good hit. Meanwhile, the second Scout Car is still alive, putting some pressure on the Riflemen. Fighting position being made under fire, so I doubt it's going to be created. AT gun moving on in. Artillery fire could help break either the MG or the defense position, or just kill the scout car. Either way. Last shot could finish it if it connects. Can we connect? Does not connect. Damn it. Alright, so Stern Pioneers and 2 Volk squads are pushing in against the MG. Hit it from multiple angles, try to encompass it that way as well. You can only hit 1, maybe 2 squads, and then you can chuck a bunch of fire grenades at it and you burn them alive. That's what you're supposed to do, right? That's how you're supposed to beat the not Germans, the Allies. You burn them alive. Well, that failed because they got out of the building through the back door and repositioned to hold the front. Along with this MG, they're not pushing up any further. Meanwhile, the Axis have a completely open route on left, I would say. Now, that doesn't mean it's a perfect flanking route. Again, you always want to exploit open areas. So right now, this constant squad way too deep in enemy territory, suppressed, not a good idea. But where I believe it was Thomas, right? Windows, your name was Thomas. Okay, Thomas, cool. I'm not crazy. I'm like, why did I default to Thomas? Oh, his name was Thomas. Anyway, Windows coming around here. He could easily overwhelm that MG. The same thing is said over here. They could easily come this way and overwhelm the MG defense over here without starting this big MG battle going back and forth, at least in my opinion. Now, I don't recommend, unless it's a very fast-moving vehicle, because then it's hard to nail down. It essentially like the Blitz. Also, nice job. Is that another MG? You have 4 MGs now. God damn you. sure, why not? 4 MGs. Anyway, flanking this way could knock out the cache, could help disrupt enemy lines. I wouldn't go too far back, though. I would say relatively close to your channel. So that way, if you retreat this way, not through, well, this mess. This could be very bad, especially if they've been placing mines or other defenses to stop. Smoke coming on in, kind of stopping the allies from getting a clear shot on the Axis so they can take over the fuel, which is imperative as well because the Axis are actually taking more and more territory. They have 2 VPs. They're about to take double fuel. They're grabbing the VP point over here. They're actually attacking the VP point in the back using engineers with their upgrades due to strategic reserve to get special packages, aka satchels, to neutralize that cache, which is 250 manpower down the drain. Now, we do have a couple commanders that I've yet to talk about. First, good job with the shock troops, Arctic. We'll talk with you first. Shock rifle. Very good against infantry. Again, with shock troops, incredibly powerful. And then the IS-2 to boot is good against pretty much all targets. And apparently is overpowered right now, although it might explain why I've been seeing more IS-2s or maybe a few more recently, but I wouldn't say it's overpowered because it's still a heavy tank. Yes, it's good against infantry. I'll give 100% give someone that. But anytime I think about a heavy tank, I just think of a big target. Yes, it's annoying to deal with in like in scenarios that you can't necessarily take it down. But as long as you just pull back and eventually just ensnare it, usually a lot of times when I play games, the enemy doesn't protect their tank all that well. So hopefully in this scenario, the Axis and or allies can try to pick apart the IS-2 if it's deployed, or a heavy tank, Churchill, Pershing. Did he go Pershing? Where'd he go? No, he went with EZ-8s. Okay, so Windows went with the EZ-8s, which, again, advanced medium tank, still pretty good against all targets. Grenade going thrown, he's pulling back. Trying to keep his distance, kill the shock troops at range, also a good alternative. Shock troops, good close range, not so great long range, so G43 rifles, plus the extra men will definitely do the damage. MG is kind of repositioning to stop that flank, although once again I think just moving one over here and kind of guarding this area is a way better alternative. Like, you have one guard here, one guard here, one guard here, and then you have pretty much the entire flank covered. Meanwhile, we have shock troops moving on in, and all the MGs repositioned, oh, most of them repositioned. Smoke going down, very smart, that way you can take out the MGs without them opening fire, and he can jump between the MGs. Panzer IV, though, moving on in, so that is a key issue. Missed a shot, though, and I think actually shot his own man. Did he get a kill? Yes, friendly's killed. That Panzer IV is a traitor. Shoot him. No, so, yeah, he shot his own man. Shock troops most likely will make it out. Also, friends, trying to give chase to kill him. We'll see if he does manage to. It's going to be close, but I think because there's close range, they're not going to be able to put the final bullet into the player, and it seems like that is not the case. He's able to escape. Meanwhile, we still have the units on the left pretty much open to attack. I know the universal carriers here, but the Panzer IV could easily deal with it. Some Stern Pioneers pushing on in to push back the AT gun. Right now, Ronnie's being effed pretty hard. Luckily, Joey's and Windows are managing to take their right side, while Arctic is putting up a fight in mid, but under support gunfire. So he's going to need to bring up an army to actually combat that, whether it's a Katusha, a mortar, even though they have to get really close with the mortar, something like that. Ronnie did go with the doctrine where he can, and again, that's why you're seeing this thing, he can decommission wrecks for fuel and munitions, which may help if they can, like, kill some armor or decommission that. Grenades being thrown, but luckily Ronnie's able to realize where it's going to come down and counter it pretty effectively. Once again, as long as your reaction time's good, doesn't matter if they throw 1 grenade or 8 grenades, you're going to be able to dodge them just fine. You just need to make sure that you react faster than what he can do in terms of, like, throwing those grenades, and you'll be fine. I know it may seem devastating to have all those grenades thrown, but good reaction time, you can stop it. Now, unfortunately, it does look like Ronnie did take another casualties, like losing the AT gun, but hopefully he comes back. Jagdpanzer and Panzer IV have been developed on the right. Luckily, Windows has AT, and some riflemen which can use AT grenades to pin said armor. Meanwhile, we have a scout car, still Vet 2, on that side, with green going fortified armor, so good defenses he can lay down, and some good recon. And again, also Zedjet could also deploy recon. So it looks like the Axis are good with recon. That's the one thing I'll say they excel at. They have 2 they have two amazing recons in terms of either quick pass by that's hard to shoot down, or also drop smoke, and or just a normal recon that flies around, plus one that can't be killed. I can't say that for the scout car, that got murdered. Meanwhile, we have a cache in the back being developed, so it looks like the Axis are planning long term. If I was the Allies, right now it seems like Ronnie has this great defense right here. Right in mid, do they have any artillery? We actually have a Stuka. Alright, Stuka is here with 1 kill. Unsure how that happened. Oh, I'm sorry, no, the Volk squads had kills. My apologies. I misclicked. Panzer IV and a command tank, of all things, are on the field. I guess he wanted to make sure he had something to keep the scout car alive, or at least, you know, take more hits. Artillery fire coming in right on the British infantry. Right now, once again, not much of a flank. If I was the Axis, I would try to extend a little more and then try to, like, pepper this area with what I could. That, and again, place MG defenses along this corridor, plus some mines as well. That way, if the enemy comes in, you can pretty much hold them back. What's your munitions like? Oh, never mind. You don't have too many munitions. I mean, you're fine with doing that. I feel like you can waste a Teller mine or two. Assault Grenadiers taking this opportunity to move on in. I would capture the point just to take it away from the Allies. Try to remove resources from play. Meanwhile, we have a whole defensive line, lots of support equipment over here. Same thing with Arctic, but he's completely changed. Now it's a good frontline army with shock troops and conscripts moving on in. Panzer Fusiliers trying to hold, but having a lot of difficulties due to the amount of infantry and MGs that the Allies currently have. Again, not a complete total disaster, but in terms of like all the support, it's hard to penetrate because remember, the Axis do have Stukas and support guns, so they can slowly break it in terms of trying to get through. And looks like they are doing just that. AT gun gets decrewed, and G's barely alive, and Joey's most of his men are pulling on back. Now the question is, oh wait, hold on. The Assault Grenadier is still back here, managed to actually knock out another AT gun, so Joey's definitely lost quite a bit. And yeah, the Allies had to pull back pretty hard. So there's still like the 50 cal. Oh, wait, is that 50 cal? No, it's MG42. Okay, you stole an MG42. You have an Easy 8 on the field now, so that is currently in play. You could use that to fight off the medium armor, though combined with the command tank and the Jagdpanzer. Yeah, the command panzer is pretty much going to keep that stuff alive longer than you can really stay alive yourself. Although you have an AT gun, so that will help. I'll give you credit, that will help. Rifleman can go on the point to stop him from decapping as well. Grenade, a rifle grenade being thrown, hits the 1 model. This grenade's being thrown, gets 2 models. Alright. A shot from the Jagdpanzer command tank trying to push him off. Let's see what's coming in. We have some conscripts and MG. Do you have medics at your base? Hold on. Okay, you have some on the outside. You have some... You have medics. You have medics. Always get medics. I'm just double checking to see, like, overall, do they have medic? You have a medic base up here. Would you actually have a retreat point too? You actually have all 3, so I'm assuming you're saving up for some heavy armor of some type. Command has 1 medical. Did I miss it? Oh, it was right next to the base. I'm blind. And then another medical. So good. All these guys are able to heal their armor. Speaking of armor that needs healed, the KV-8 got crippled a little bit. Panzer IV trying to move on in, but lots of Piats. Nice idea trying to pull back. You wouldn't survive another second if you stay in that area. So good, you pulled on back. Hopefully that helps you out quite a bit. We have recon going overhead. I assume another Stuka bomb strike is en route. We have 10 kills already. Let's see how many we get with the second volley. 10 kills on the first volley is pretty good. I know a lot of people are like, you need 20 or some ridiculous number. It's like, no, as long as you're actually, 5 kills. They knocked out the AT gun, which is going to impact his frontline troops, which is going to impact the effectiveness of a counterattack, which will essentially halt the counterattack. So that's good. Anyway, Tat still has a bunch of infantry, no armor to speak of, and it's mainly Volk squads. I would maybe try to be a little more supportive. I believe you have a medical, so why not get a half track or get something like a... you already have a support gun. Maybe not another. Maybe another AT. Oh, you just got command banner. Okay, you at least got armor. I was worried what you were doing there because it looked like you didn't have much. And with the KV-8 kind of running around, you're gonna need more one for Kenwerfer if you're gonna hold that. And I don't think a bunch of Panzerfaust is gonna do much. Anyway, smoke comes on in. Armor is being hit by the infantry. We have stuff coming on in. Oh, we had a plane crash over here. Wait, did the plane crash kill the American AT gun? I don't... No, they're dead. They're definitely dead. I think the plane crash killed the AT gun in the back. And this guy's far... okay. Not bad position. Not bad. It is a little more wide open. Maybe hide here. But that's just me. That's just a nitpick on my part. Otherwise, as far enough back, I don't think the Axis have artillery in range. KVA trying to burn them can. We're manages to do though, but Command Panther coming down the flank. This could be very bad indeed. Command Panther trying to kill that KV-8. Smoke's dropped to have a harder time hitting him, and he's going to pull back because he doesn't want to be ambushed or hit by something. Again, even though the allied player has gone with shock troops and conscripts, and most likely one of penals to throw satchels, you always want to be incredibly cautious in terms of what the enemy could have. Let's see, there is a mine, but it looks like it's an OKW mine, which is good. Command Panther opening fire on the KV-8. Rear armor hit as well, so I don't think the KV-8 is going to survive this. If anything, I think it's going to, unfortunately, die a terrible death, because it's stuck on the AT gun, and yeah, there it goes. There is some AT hitting the Command Panther, but it's smart, it can back out just fine. Axis still engaging the left, but the Centaur is actually pushing. Wait, why is the Centaur pushing? Oh, maybe it's the Piat assistance. I'm assuming it's the Piat assistance that help push back the medium tank. Meanwhile, we have the Panzer IV, took some hits as well. We have artillery coming on in. Getting an excellent hit on that MG. Joey loses another support equipment, that time permanently. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a detractor for him. Now the question is, what do you do in this scenario for the Allies? Caches would be a little risky because it is a little bit closer to the front, but that might be helpful for building more fuel, munitions for airstrikes. For the long term, if you can hold it. The Allies otherwise have about what, mid-50s, I would say, while the Axis have like upper 60s, I would say, so maybe mid-60s, but they have a decent. You know, there's definitely a difference between the two armies there, so it's hard. It's really hard. Like, what do you do in this scenario? Caches, I would say one. Looks like we have one cache here. Our Arctic's cache did get blown up, so there's that. I would say make sure the flank is guarded before you start putting additional caches down. But the Axis again have theirs, and right now supply-wise they're doing very well. Hold on, was that Tiger? That is a Tiger Ace on the field. Holy shit, that is bad. At 23 minutes, the Tiger Ace on the front. Ooh, that is going to do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Anyway, British forces right there could probably counteract the Tiger Ace with the AT gun and the Piats, but again, it'll have to be very lucky and over a long period of time wearing it down. With the bunker right there, suppressing infantry, I don't think they're going to get very far, but just keep firing AT gun shots and eventually you'll do a decent amount of damage, I would say. Anyway, Centaur pushing back the infantry, though, grenades thrown, and actually killed 2 models off the AT grenade. Meanwhile, shock troops going in for mid, assuming take it. AT gun opens fire. It manages to kill something. I think it was command tank. Good plan, targeting that. Remove the bonuses off the other vehicles so that way you don't have to fire another shot on the vehicles. You can just focus on the thing giving the bonuses and then kill the other stuff quicker because they no longer have said bonus. Stuka is up to 21 kills. We'll see if this changes anything. Not really. Kind of a little bit of a missed opportunity, though. Does hit, or at least does a little damage to the MG. Volk squad moving on in against the shock troops, managing to drive them out. They're still holding mid. Looks like we have a push on left with minesweepers. So IMAX is still trying to push on that left. I just don't think he's doing it as well as I think, because what honestly would help him out is a Pack 40. I think a Pack 40 would do wonders to hold back armor. And again, I know that there's the Tiger Ace on the field, but right now the Tiger Ace is pretty far back. Like, he's not moving it up. If he's supposed to be engaging that fight, it's just chilling over here. So, yeah. Lots of infantry, very low on health. I'm assuming artillery or something came in on them. Do we have a... We do not have Panzerwerfer, so it's not that. And also, let's see. The Allies currently have a Katusha, a Centaur with a Vet 3 mortar. Let's not doubt that. 17 pounder is also being created to try to counteract that stuff. Windows is building a double Easy 8, so he's trying to go with an armor group, I would assume. And Joey is an SU-85 to hold back armor. Not a bad combo all around, each one focusing in different areas or different specialties. So that's good. That's good to hold back the Axis. Right now, the big thing is left. Left is like the big question mark. Like, you need to reposition over here and actually hold back that armor from flanking if you want to stay in this fight long. But in any case, let's see. We have another bunker here that is yet to be upgraded. Again, this positioning is right now, I think, a big weakness. Either that or place it here or here to kind of guard this area. I think this might be a little too close. I would rather have more range. Maybe a bunker for sightlines. I'm not entirely sure, but have something to kind of block that area from a British flank. Centaur doing a swerve and 2 Royal Engineers coming on in, so that's a thing. Grenade being thrown, the shock troops managing to do some serious damage to it, pushing it back. Certain Pioneers trying to combat other shock troops, but once again not doing all that much because they're goddamn shock troops. They're very, very powerful. Meanwhile, Soviet forces are trying to once again hold this position along with Americans over here. Americans are putting down a cache to help with the resource problem, and we have Arctic as well putting down a cache. So resource-wise, the Allies should be able to compete a little bit better against the Axis. I would say the fuel-wise, it looks like they're even, and then munition-wise, the Allies have a small lead. Sorry, the Axis have a small lead, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Honestly, I like. How do I put this? It's not like the Allies have a bunch of big strikes to call in. Yeah, they have the Panzer Commander, but that's pretty cheap. So overall, I don't expect a lot of munitions being used by the Axis. Nice idea. I'm assuming there was... Yeah, IL-2 bomb strike. It hurt a little bit of the support gun, but not all that much. You kind of didn't do that well overall. Anyway, conscripts just being suppressed. Tiger Ace advancing against a blob. Jesus Christ! We have grenades being thrown against it. Tiger Ace being like, yeah, I'm backing up. I'm just going to shoot him point blank. Piot's, though, opening fire. Managed to get some hits. There is a Panzer IV there to support, so if things get too airy, you can always deploy it. But yeah, overall, not too shabby. At the very least, I will say that IMAX is holding the left flank very, very well. And also actually even placing mines down to stop the Allies from just easily waltzing on in. And even if they don't detonate it by walking on it, the amount of Panzer IV armor there, if it shoots it out on that point, it will blow up and most likely blow up the men that's on the point. So, you know, risk reward type scenario, but yeah, not a bad one if used correctly and if used the way you want it to. Otherwise, it may murder your men. There's that issue. Elephants on the field, yet to get a shot on target, but I'm assuming with the constant recon and also the fact that you have multiple guys with recon abilities, not only your own, I think you'll do fine. Now, you still have to worry about the 50 cal machine guns on the Sherman. You have to worry about, let's say, a half-track being created. You have to worry about a Centaur shooting down the plane. There's all these different things you have to worry about. The falling plane is also something you have to worry about once they shoot down your plane. But I digress. Panzer Grenadiers trying to hold back the infantry, but with the AT upgrade, they're not going to stand much of a chance. I don't know why he's charging. He took a little damage from that grenade. Luckily, he was able to dodge it before it did too much damage, or serious damage, I should say. G43 rifles trying to hold that point, but conscripts going in, throw an AT grenade, or at least they're attempting to. All right, they do manage to connect it. SU-85 going in for the kill along with an AT gun. They did lose the squad, but Panzer IV still in AT gun range along with SU-85's range and neutralize it very, very quickly. Green's been losing a lot. Jagdpanzer, I don't think, has lost any of his Jagdpanzers. Unless I am deeply troubled and mistaken. If so, you can write in the comments down below how much I suck at paying attention. But anyway, Panther pushing on forth against the church. Some would say you would need to burn that sucker down. In this situation, you just need to clear it because while it is good at holding some flanks, as long as you make sure that no one can get behind you, you're a little better. But still, it's usually a big freaking target. Plus, usually there's so much artillery and stuff in mid, it usually will collapse around now. So, surprised it's still up, honestly. Really surprised. Okay, shock troops, though, guarding mid. Support gun fire inbound, although Command Panther's like, maybe I can snipe him. Any case, suppressing him with the Vickers, which was stolen. again, this guy's pulling out MGs left and right. Still need to grab that point, though. Assault Grenadiers chilling behind. Half-track on standby as a health point. Great. Fantastic. Can also deploy flares. Good for him. Suka coming on in. Wow, wipes out quite a bit of the infantry. Again, he's not getting huge hits, but I'll give Tat this. He's at least getting consistently good hits. And sometimes you just need good hits, because he has 40 kills right now, and constantly just getting a target each time. Very good. Oh, look, the IS-2 I brought up earlier. Man, it overextended. Now it's being marked targeted by the Command Panther. Go figure that one, boys. Anyway, AT guns opening fire on targets, aka the armored vehicles. Infantry's rushing on in by Joey, throwing AT grenades at the Command Panther. Tiger is on standby in case they push. I wouldn't push. There's for Ken Wiffer's packs. The Axis are ready and waiting for a large concentrated assault against their line, and I don't think it will work. Wait, no, the right side's completely undefended. Oh man, he just snuck behind here. That's funny. That's really freaking funny. Anyway, EZA just having a field day. Elephant repositioning to try to counteract that thing. Now trying to kill the cache. I would not. Dude, I don't charge. Now the armor's coming in with the Jagdpanzers. Sherman trying to make a hasty retreat. Not enough. Okay. That is a situation where it's, again, good to flank, but don't push your luck. Don't think like, oh, you can just push with one tank, and literally you run into a big giant, like, behemoth gun literally aimed straight at you. Like, again, especially, okay, so that's why recon's important when you do a deep strike. That is why it's also very, very important. Also nice artillery. Oh, wow, okay, SWD-5's gonna have some issues, I'll say. Let's see, call an IL-2 bomb strike. Oh, he doesn't have enough, okay. Suka coming in, hurts the AT and the MG. Once again, not an amazing hit, but a good hit. He got 8 kills with it. That's pretty damn sweet. Just keep that up, and the Axis should be able to just smash Joey's line. Once again, armored vehicle destroyed. Plane getting out of there, this time in one piece, not killing an AT gun. SU-85 trying to back up during direct fire at the SU-85, but having some issues. AT gun, though, being recruited. Can fire through the smoke if it wants to, I would say, and yeah, I was going to back up, which is a good idea. Axis now need to capture mid, and unfortunately, it looks like the British have laid down a lot of defenses, 17-pounder included, which may be why the Axis have given up on the left. They see the 17-pounder as too much of a nuisance for a major assault this way, or at least my assumption. We'll see if he can actually push. Tiger Ace is 25 kills, so overall doing pretty well. Now he's in range at 17-pounder, gets a good hit with it. Maybe one more can be fired. We'll see. Nope, just barely gets that range. We do have a munitions cache going down, so it looks like the Allies are putting down as many caches as they can. So right now they are right behind the Axis. If they capture their own point back, they'll be doing a lot better. Fire going down, maybe to stop the Axis from pushing on forward and retreat those units, which seems to have been a good play. Panzerwerfer coming on in, being a good strike. A little farther back, I would say. Maybe move it up to here and then fire on it. I know it's very close, but if you want to make sure something dies with a Panzerwerfer, it's either RNG or you get close. Plane went overhead, not entirely sure. We had smoke, flares, you name it. Although, yeah, it just crashed again. Luckily not hitting the Allied infantry. So let's see right now. Yeah, it was just smoke and recon. That's all that flew overhead. No airstrikes, nothing like that. Panzerfusiliers, I love the American just once again flanking from his side. God damn. Alright, looks like a grenade going off. That might kill him. Oh, that's gonna kill him. And it did kill him. Good job. Alrighty, so Windows and Joey are giving him hell over this fuel. At the very least, them and Arctic are at least holding a lot of the main VP points and the fuel, well, at least contesting the fuel. This one, the British is more hesitant, and looks like he hit a mine of some type and possibly lost some men in that minefield. There's a lot of Teller mines. That's my only concern with a major British push in that region. Tiger Ace using the building as cover, though 17-pounder could reposition and fire a specific shot that goes straight through that church like crap through a goose. Please, someone mark. If someone knows where that quote is from, please put it down in the comments down below. Oh my god. And you may get something. Anyway. Crap through goose. Anyway. Anyway, IS-2 pulling back. Infantry section taking over the point. Tiger Ace opening fire. Pulling on back. Pioneers moving on in to grab that point. Elephant as well, kind of watching over this area. Again, doesn't have a spotting scope. It doesn't have that. So it needs to rely on either normal recon, the strafe that goes, the smoke strafe that kind of goes overhead. Which may, oh my god. Oh, that could have been, oh, an inch to the left and a shock troop would be dead. Oh boy. Mortars as well on standby, opening fire with 11 kills. Not amazing, but can maybe do some damage against that if they could fire. 70-pounder is up to vet 1 as well, so that's, just realized that. Churchill redistributing. I don't think a push on this side is a good idea. Panzerwerfer, though, moving on up. They realize where the allies are in general, which is, at this point, I would not be anywhere near this point. In terms of healing, as soon as the Axis or the let's say the opposing team just realizes where a fallback point is, they're going to target that, which increases the risk of artillery, dead men, infantry, you name it, or armor that's barely alive near those points. Because sometimes people move back armor. Oh my god, the amount of shots on those targets. Oh, great shot with the ISU or IS-2, whatever the fuck it was, because it just blew up those Pens Grenadiers. Artillery coming in to push back the infantry. Though, a push this way would be met with fierce resistance, as there's a goddamn, there's an elephant right here. It's not gonna go well. It's really not gonna go well if you expect, like, if you expect to oppose an elephant and a Tiger Ace. Centaur is moving on the left, but I think, oh, with a Churchill, I think the Panzer IV. Let's see if he repositions. Right now, they're still focused in mid. He is pulling back a little bit, though, and so are the British, it looks like, on the top left. Overall, Axis have repelled the main Allied counterattack, so that's good. They will hold on to that point. Meanwhile, Panzer IV trying to put pressure on the Churchill. Not the best idea. You're not going to really pen it. He has a higher chance penning you. And as, like, so, unless you're trying to get a lucky shot on the rear and try to outrun it, sure, but I really wouldn't take that engagement unless you have a Tiger Ace backing you up, or additional packs, or Panzer Grenadiers, which, once again, you... not so much in the infantry anti-tank game, except for the Pack 40, which we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, luckily Centaur is back up and running, so the Brit, while down, still has a decent army. Does he have the upgrade for strikes? He's getting it now, so the observation post back here will be able to call in strikes, which I think will go to about mid with its range. Stuka Bomb coming on in. Killing something. I don't know what that was. Oh, half-track. Okay, killed a half-track. Plane crashed right there. Okay, Centaur maybe shot it down. How many planes? Oh, only 4 planes. I was like, 24 kills. Damn, he's... Oh, never mind. Not a lot of planes. Katusha opening fire in mid. Yeah, not a lot of anti-air on the other side, which might be a big issue. Half-track with an AA component would easily shoot them down. As well as a lot of this armor is more longer... Oh, good, he has Minesweeper, so he detected that. You're still on it, but at least you detected it. We have strafing support coming on in from the building, helping push it back. Again, a detonation on that mine would be a amazing shot, if we can take it. Oh, damn it. Nope, goes for the bunkers. I mean, to be fair, if you can quickly kill him with the Churchill, because Churchill can take a lot of hits, along with the airstrike that's being called in, it's doing quite a number on it. Fire destroys it. Artillery as well coming on in. Hold on. What'd you call in? Oh, use artillery cover. Oh, dude, if only you had a Firefly. Damn. If you had a Firefly, that would be a good combo to fight that. Centaur, unfortunately, did die. Looks like it got hit by a mine and just had trouble escaping. But the reason I say, oh, good, detonate a mine. The reason I say a Firefly is that we can keep doing shots on this. But in the meantime, this armor is just going to give chase. We have 45 kills on this Tiger Ace, and I almost guarantee that it's going to kill that croc. It does. It's on fire too. It looks freaking badass. But yeah, it's pulling back, no issues. I would kill the cache, but I get why you're pulling back. You're expecting an allied counterattack, which is not coming in, actually. The base has been destroyed. The Soviet forces have pulled back. Joey's forces on right, and most of the Easy 8s are also on right. So, yeah, that counterattack is not happening. but you don't know. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, you just, I mean, you have constant recon you can call in to see what they have, but, oh, never mind. Nope, that's something else. Oh man, attempt of an IL-2 bomb strike. Alas, IMAX is like, I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. Meanwhile, artillery's coming down on the elephant, not doing all that much damage, to be completely fair. Let's see over here. Large defensive line. Hopefully, they were able to hold this point. Army-wise, Arctic still has a decent-sized army. IS-2 is still on the field, although it looks like he's kind of... There's not much guarding mid. They have an S-85 and shock troops, but I'm not seeing a huge army. And that might be a big issue as well, because, like, this... oh, of course, you have a Stuka with 69 kills. It's about to get a lot more. His accuracy's been pretty damn on point. Luckily, the allies, though, are pushing the Axis down. They're still holding mid. For whatever reason, the Axis seem to not want to take it. Good Stuka coming on in, does quite a bit of damage to Joey's forces. Green is doing a decent job with his elephant as well, Vet 2, and again with the command tank as well right there. That thing is going to be a bitch to kill with its defensive capabilities. Vet 3 MG pulling on back. We still have the Vet 2 one on the flank. Easy 8, actually 2 of them, one healing, still on the back, although we have a flare that's deployed. I'm curious if that's from, yeah, it's from a Panzer Fusilier group, which again, good with recon. Ally, oh wow, they grab a support gun. I don't know why there's support gun on that point, but okay, it's there. That might have been a misclick, I assume. Anyway, AT gun and Easy 8 trying to put pressure on the Panther, and luckily they are doing just that. He's getting too close. I think he's about to be AT grenaded, which would be amazing. Come on, AT grenade that sucker. No AT grenade. AT gun bounces, but alas, is able to escape. There is a second Easy 8 there. He did kill one, and there's additional AT guns repositioning to the front. Again, should be able to hold back that Panther. But right now, the biggest issue is once again on left. It's mostly, again, before someone says like, oh, Greyshot, like, isn't the British guy not doing as well? Yeah, he's not doing as well. Is that his teammates' fault? Well, no, I would definitely not say that. Tons of grenades being thrown, and G is a goner. The reason I say it's not anyone else's fault is it's not like Tat is suddenly over here and just rushing through with IMAX. That's not happening. Right now, Arctic is keeping him busy. Hell, keeping a lot of the Axis busy with his armor. So good job with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, if he can't take that many hits with it. But his Katyusha is also getting a good amount of kills. His shock troops are consistently taking mid or doing attacks on right to help clear stuff. I'm not saying it's the best things I've ever seen in my life, but you're not seeing Tat's forces on left. You're not seeing Stuka fire on left. Everything is predominantly, there's a 3v3 going on right, and there's a 1v1 on left. And right now, this Ronnie honestly needs a tank destroyer. Like, he needs a Firefly out in the field. That's where I think he truly needs. If he gets that, he'll be in a better position, honestly. And as well, look, like, Arctic's over here trying to help. Yes, he walked into an MG, but again, little allied support, and it's clear. So, I don't know. Anyway, he's also helping out his other teammates. So, Arctic's doing a fantastic job at helping his team. A Panther and 2 Jagdpanzers, okay. Again, Zedja is, oh man, nice grenade! Double kill with that grenade from the shock troops. Hopefully he gets out in one piece, because that's a hell of a double. And looks like he will, so good job there. That'll knock out the artillery capabilities that have been afflicting the allied forces along the line. Panther barely alive, trying to make it back. AT guns missed, though I think that might have been direct fire. Nice attempt. Infantry coming on in. There's a MG here that you might want to try to get further around, but you have to watch out. We have a command Panther on the command tank on the field. For those who don't know, this one has the command ability that can help boost forces around it, similar to the command Panther that's somewhere on the field. There it is. The difference is this one's passive, the other one is more active with its special. So there is that. Stuka coming on in. I expect the half-track to be dead. Oh, nope. Oh, it does hit it. Luckily, he got his troops off. Oh, never mind. It's screwed. I spoke too soon. I was like, it's a lot. Oh, no, it's not. ISU-152 is being hit by the Jagdpanzer. Again, a lot of armor over here. We have a strike coming in, which is a fire strike to push back the infantry. Meanwhile, a lot of artillery and AT guns are hitting this region. I think there's some artillery. No? Okay, I thought oh, no. Okay, there was something. Oh, it was the ISU-152. Never mind. I thought that pulled back further. Anyway, tank destroyers and AT guns opening fire, doing a lot of damage to Zedge's forces. He's actually very low health on that Jagdpanzer, and the Tiger, while not really injured, is still wants to pull back. He doesn't want to be overextended. Meanwhile, on the left, we have Tiger H just sweeping up. If I was him, I wouldn't even engage. I would save up to have an army, because right now you're just wasting manpower. You're just causing issues for your team, and that's the biggest issue right now. Is because, yes, I get it. You're trying to hold this position, like great, fantastic, and honestly, but the Tiger Ace can just keep killing your men. Tiger Ace is designed to kill your infantry. So once again, I just don't understand that tactic of let's just keep fighting here. It's like, no, that's not a good idea. Meanwhile, Katusha fire, again, by your teammate. Coming on in to help break up the NGs, which are in full retreat. Sure, it didn't kill armor, but that's not what Katusha is meant for. It's meant to kill stuff like AT guns, so that's a good hit. I also love how a lot of the equipment he has is sold off the allies. He has an allied AT gun. I believe he has an allied Vickers, if I recall correctly. Hold on. That's an MG, that is a Vickers, and that is a Vickers. So he has 2 Vickers machine guns with him. So at this point, the Germans are being lend-leased by the British. I'm just pointing out facts by the amount of equipment this guy has. Just to confirm, Vickers and Vickers, so I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. So, yeah. Right now, Allies doing well on the right, and looks like flanks over here doing quite well. They're definitely exploiting. I would say this guy's being very reserved with his front, which is very weird. A good thing attacking this position, but it's very weird that he's not advancing. I'm not saying you advance too much, because you are the Wehrmacht, you don't have a forward retreat point, but I will say, wait, is that Teller Mine? That is a Teller Mine. That is a terrible position for a Teller Mine, because you're literally doing it on the most active spot on the map. I mean, unless you're using it as a demo. That could be good. If you're using it as a demo, that's fine. But if you're not, oh god, shock troops coming in, all those Panzer Grenadiers are going to die. So, yeah, they're dead. They're absolutely dead. Vet 3 Elephant, by the way. Hot damn. Shock troops coming on in. You get a little closer to do more damage against the Volk squad. Grenades going off. One's going to hit detonate that Teller. Does. Shock troops still murdering the Volk squad. Conscripts rushing on in to throw AT grenades on the armor, while the AT guns move up along with the SU-85 died. ISU-152 is also far back. This ISU-85 is on the front, trying to get some shots. Grenades once again going off, but Arctic quickly reacts and dodges the shot, so good job there. Tiger Ace up to Vet 3 now is opening fire as a deadly armored vehicle they have there, but also taking over a little bit more on the left, which is a big issue. 17 pounders being developed in mid, which is, if he can activate armor piercing, would be effective at pushing back the Tiger Ace. Meanwhile, the armor is still healing, and he made a base heal to help reinforce his allies. But recon's down effects to the Axis. We'll be able to see that, and I assume Stuka the living shit out of it, because you need to remove it from play. You can't have the allies have a forward base. That's just going to cause you problems. And oh, he's dropping fire. Oh, that's good. Oh wow, he hit both. He hit the emplacement. He killed the AT gun. He's hitting the emplacement right now, which has another 7 seconds before it decrews. Pack guns also opening fire. You don't have Vickers or anything stopping. Infantry just pouring on in. That's the problem with making these type of emplacements. You need something to protect it, and you can't just have one ally do it. You're kind of falling apart. You're really falling apart. Hold on. What rank is this guy? This Ronnie guy. Okay, he's Vet 3. He's supposedly should have a ton of playtime, so he should know this, but yeah, that's not happening. Note, let me be very clear as well, because I know a lot of people say, well, Greyshot, you make X mistake, you make Y mistake. True, I do, but I'm also not the best player in this game. I will not. That title easily goes to a dozen other people that was in a 1v1 competitive tournament. And again, you could also include a lot of people in the 4v4 tournament. A lot of people just honestly better online. The reason I say this is from the fact that I can witness it, I can show this, so I can point it out. So if you're currently watching this content, I can show you the flaws people are making. Like, again, I will give praise to Arctic and a lot of the allies for dodging those grenades. That's really good micro, in my opinion. Also, I will give opinion for the unit preservation for a lot of the allied armor, except for this player. Ronnie's right now the weak link in the allies, in my opinion. Like, he has not gone the Firefly, which would be a great counter to the Tiger Ace, because you could pin it with a rocket strike, keep it stuck, and then call it out to bomb strike to get rid of it. Stuka coming on in, just helping clear this area. I assume he was trying to clear the building, but that did not work out as planned. Stuka very close to the front. We have recon overhead, and a strafe that destroyed the building, I believe. So that is a big old negative right there. I don't think it killed any infantry, but the fire definitely knocked out the support gun. White Phosphorus not coming in. That's going to actually fuck up the armor. For those who don't know, you can see here, cannot operate weaponry, so they cannot shoot. So if you put White Phosphorus down, you can essentially make sure that elephant that is currently fighting you cannot return fire. Although, again, you'll block its vision, you can direct fire it, and it can't while you're outside, so there you go. Meanwhile, long-range Jackson's opening fire on the Tiger and Jagdpanzers respectively. Again, keeping them back, so the allies have the right. Left side's, again, my biggest concern right now. Army-wise, allies doing quite well, except for Ronnie. The average is in the 80s. If we include Ronnie, it's in like low 70s. Tat and all the Axis currently have an army, though, in the upper 90s. So, yeah, the allies are still down, but they still have a good shot. They still holding the VP, which is against all odds. I'll be completely honest. They still are earning a good amount of munitions and fuel. Only, again, if they can get a point back, they'll be beating the allies. Sorry, the Axis. AT gun opening fire on the Command Tiger, doing a lot of damage with the Jackson as well. Again, tank destroyer. It's really not that bad. Now, okay, real quick, I do want to finish up my comments from earlier. That being said, I also want to note that I'm not terrible at this game. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Greyshot's trash. I'm not. I'm really not. I've had good games, and I've had bad games. But not everyone has a great game always. That's the great thing about code. It's a very dynamic game. So, a situation where you think you could win, like unfortunately the IS-2, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you end up losing, even though you have the support necessary. Maybe because he did direct fire, whatever the case may be. In any case, fire coming down the 17-pounder once again, which, by the way, so, yeah, that one died. Let's build a second one. Hey, what about the left side? What about the left side? Okay, that's cool. A line of AT guns on standby, assuming the armor has to watch out. Yeah. I was going to say, if you want a game literally like the one I just posted in Code 2. Oh, good IL-2 bomb strike. Who? Oh, I think that's Joey, right? That's Joey. Am I crazy? Yeah, Joey called in a good one. He was stuck next to the building, so his reaction time either it was off, or maybe the pathfinding was off. Nice! Panzerwerfer, though, knocks out 2 AT guns. Although, once again, Joey could remand them, or at least one of them. We'll see if they manage to survive. Oh, never mind. He'll just grab a pack. I'll just grab the pack next door. British, though, at least still trying to fight. I'll give him credit, though. He's not giving up yet. That's the thing. A lot of people might say, oh, I give up. My army's dead. Bye. Luckily, Ronnie at least has the tenacity to be like, no, I'm going to continue to fight. Unfortunately, Green just used his reserves to get the elephant, though he has very low manpower and fuel. So most likely, with those pioneers he has, he's not going to get any other infantry quite soon. Zedja, however, doing quite well. He lost his command panther on the right, I'm assuming to Jackson's, and oh my god, it was a fucking... Was there Luke's here? Okay, I don't know what's being called in there, but... White phosphorus, I'm assuming he knows they're in the vicinity, and he is killing them. So that's hilarious, if they're not moving. I guess he's in shock and awe from everything that just died. Yeah, so Zedja just got declawed, though he could probably get another one armored vehicle, or two. Tat and IMAX are 2 guys with a lot of manpower and fuel right now, and I think it's just because they've had less things to lose against Ronnie and Arctic. Arctic's giving a better fight, but Arctic can't fight 2 people. Stuka coming in, with the constant artillery as well, they haven't necessarily had to launch a major assault against, how do I say this in the best way? They haven't, they've had a good artillery, but they haven't had too much negative on their side, so that's why they're so high in population. Sure, they've lost men, but they can easily bring it back out. They're not losing it at such a high rate, I should say. Anyway, ICU-52 doing damage against the Command Panther, pushing it back. Recon is overhead once again. No anti-air, which is a big flaw. There's the 50. Yes, you have the douche gun, 50 cals and whatnot that can fire from the respective tanks, but I just don't. Oh, damn. That's a hell of a plane crash. That building would have been gone either from that satchel, not satchel, the demo or that plane. Anyway, IL-2 coming. Oh, no, fire coming down. Okay. Well, they pushed back the armor. The armor's like, oh, shoot. Nope, never mind. Not an IL-2 bomb strike. Meanwhile, we have a deep push by the American who's trying to kill the cache. It's 250 manpower. Not a bad idea. Grenade being thrown. American forces do need to retreat. Blues, actually nothing to that grenade. And there's a King Tiger now in the field. He's like, Zed's just like, fine. I'm going to upgrade my Tiger to a King Tiger. Let's see what you got. And there's one guy in the comments like, it's just like Pikachu. You can't upgrade your Tiger. It has to be, it's like upgrading to a Raichu. No one likes the King Tiger as much as the base Tiger. Sorry, I saw that comment earlier on a forum, and I'm like, why? Why are you relaying Pokemon, the German heavy tanks? Sure, why not? Well, that's not the weirdest comment I've seen, but, you know, sure. Anyway, pass going overhead. I'm assuming to block the 17-pounder sight, which is about 3. At least this guy put in a position where it's less easily killed. Again, more protected by armor and infantry combined. Luckily, it's braced, so, yeah, the Panzerwerfer did absolutely nothing. Stuka died? Stuka died. I don't know how. Damn, I'm assuming Katusha fire, maybe? That's a Vet 5 Stuka out of the action. Hot damn. Yeah, that's a bit of an F. That's a bit of an F. I have no idea where the carcass is. I don't see it anywhere. Hold on, was it back here? Nope. Plane crashed into it. That's my running theory. Anyway, 17-pounder, once again, opening fire against all this. Huge infantry push going on to effect, but the King Tiger is trying to slow them down. Again, having trouble. Gets a good shot on the tank destroyer. Infantry having issues with grenades. Unfortunately, not able to dodge those ones. Shark troops pulling on back. AT guns, though, opening fire. All 3 of them. Oh, it's shocked. Again, good thing you got the pack because you're able to shock it, which slows it down. Again, a number of great hits on there, but alas, needs one more really good salvo to kill it. And that's not going to happen, at least in my opinion. Let's see. Oh, White Phosphorus coming down. That's going to block sight. I think that was a bad call. I mean, you'll stop the infantry from moving up. That's good. And maybe you can kill the Jagdpanzer. That's great. But, yeah, you're not. Oh, he sees it. He sees everything. He's like, oh, and Katusha's coming in over in this region. Oh, my God. Okay. Apparently, the German Air Force also is coming in. I did not expect that, but you know what? Maybe the plane was like, oh, shoot. The Jagdpanzer needs me, and he puts his plane out to take the shots, but he's just a little too low and crashes into the infantry. Anyway, ICU-52 gets a great shot against the infantry, even though they are protected by the command tank still, so that's a big issue. Yeah, TAC realizes, hey, they have a lot of stuff. Why don't we, you know, take this opportunity to flank around the left? And by God, he's going to do exactly that. Now, luckily, Panzer IV looks like hit a British mine, so I believe that stopped them. I want to say that was a British mine. Meanwhile, armor is now moving on up, and yeah, Churchill can't really. Again, where's the Firefly? Like, seriously, I get you're getting a Churchill to take shots, but you need something to deal the damage, and fortunately, one AT gun's not going to do it. You need like 2 or a Firefly. Make up your mind. I get there's 70-pounder here, but it's not active on this front. You need something a little more mobile. Luckily, they pushed the armor back from doing that push, so there's that. But that is a huge opening that the British or anyone will need to fill in. So that is a big issue. Meanwhile, a lot of Axis armor lined up across this area. Both TAT and IMAX doing very well with manpower and fuel, and Green and Zedja are doing close behind. By the way, I almost want to say Zigra with this guy. If for those who don't know, I'm referencing the amazingly terrible, horrible film called Gamera vs. Zigra. I want to say his name is, which looks like a shark with a... It looks like a shark, but it has a beak. It's very weird. It's a very weird kaiju design. And Gamera, the giant turtle, plays his spines, aka shark fins, like, oh god, like bongos? Like, it's Very weird movie, and there's a reason why Gamera went away for a long period of time. Then did a clip show movie, went away for a long period of time, and then was brought back years later. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Axe's armor taking a lot of casualty. Oh god. Well, that was an attempt. That's what that was. Anyway, luckily Joey and Windows are able to possibly push on in, and they're doing just that. Jackson's moving in, possibly getting a kill on something. Oh, too many packs and stuff. Get the hell out of there. Yeah, Pathfinder's gonna screw him a little bit. He's gonna get maybe one of them out, but luckily there's enough reserves there. If he does lose them, he won't be in that big of hot water. ICU-52 though, taking advantage of the Panther, which is going in. AT guns are on standby, but it's a little too close for him. Oh wait, never mind. Command Panther following suit. This thing no longer has a main gun. It's dead. Again, you have an ISU-52 sniping. Okay, you got the Jackson at the very least with the Jagdpanzer, so that's good. But that's a hell of a charge. Meanwhile, once again, left-hand side is completely open. Now you could say, oh, this is Tat's forces. You know, he's encircling. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good excuse. But, like, what's this guy got? Like, he's building another base? How about a Firefly? That might assist you. Anyway, lots of grenades being thrown. Kills all of his rural engineers. Luckily, he finished the base, though, so, you know, that's positive. He won't be able to heal his armor, but you know what? He has his Churchill. Come on, kill it. There we go. And now he doesn't have his Churchill. We have a strike coming on in. Drop smoke deal. Again, good use of smoke. Pull back the armor and you'll be fine. Again, the fact he has nothing over here and he's just in mid, like, what do you expect? Oh, there's too much infantry here. This is all going to die. Oh, that Panzerwerfer hit was so good. I think they were paying attention to someone else because that is a lot of dead men. Arctic is very low on his... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dude, those Panzerwerfers. Does he have 3? Hold on. Green has 3 Panzerwerfers. He's inside. F it. I've lost all my armor. I'm going Panzerwerfers. Okay. I mean, good job with the flanks on right. I mean, like, again, more consistently hitting the enemy. Rifle grenade going off. Almost killing one of them, but at least damaging it for the time being. Stuka opening fire. Not doing as well as the last one, though. Not as much infantry on the field on the Allied side. At least consistent infantry, I would say. Again, constant smoke, constant barrages. Arctic has definitely lost a number of his men, and unfortunately doesn't have the manpower to bring it up. Ronnie has tons. I think he's... I don't know if he's given up or what, but he needs a Firefly. That's what he needs. Luckily, the bombing strike definitely got some hits. Widows definitely has some... I would say... Again, he has a good army. Joey as well as a good army. And that's a problem. You have 2 great armies on both sides that are just killing the people in front of them, whether it's because they're not as good or maybe because they've given up on their respective sides. Either way, they're doing damage and then you're just battling out in mid. And right now the Allies have been doing a better job at consistently holding it. Okay, ISU-152 has been decrewed. That is not good. Katusha opening fire in mid, trying to hold back the infantry. Looks like Panzerwerfer is trying to kill it, I assume. Molotov cocktail going on the Panzerfull Slayers. Again, oh, nope, there it goes. Tiger Ace, 88 kills. Oh no, he's still just using special shot. You know this is meant to go through buildings, right? Like again, it's designed to just shoot through structures. So, just as a heads up. Again, Tat's the one who realized, not even IMAX, it's Tat who's like, all right, I'm done. I'm really done for pushing on that. Like, in mid, I need to push somewhere else. And honestly, if the Axis kept pushing in mid, I feel like they would die. I feel like they would lose the fight. S-55, please. Thank you. Good shot on the Jagdpanzer. Now just the King Tiger. 17-pounder is probably going to die, though. Maybe get one last shot before it's ultimate demise. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Jackson did go in. Looks like definitely did cause damage to the Jagdpanzer, though very low on health and definitely doesn't want to fight a bunch of packs. King Tiger is now on the field. Sorry, he needs to get off the field because it is very low on health. Elephant, though, can guard in the meantime. Not a lot to bring up. And again, he decides, I'm going to build a 17-pounder. Again, maybe Piats? Something. I don't know, man. You need to guard your left flank because it is ridiculous. I am surprised the X's haven't just complete. Like, do recon, be like, oh, there's nothing here. It is completely open. This area is as open as the Germans left their territory while invading Poland. And France is like, nah, we're not going to attack. We're not going to try to push the Germans to the Rhine. Why would we do that? That would be a defensive position that we could. We'll stick behind our Maginot. Okay. Again. Nice shot. Again, looks like we have, Nope, Panzerwerfer coming in. AT guns, though. Well, again, one of them being a pack. One of them being a normal Zis. Although I expect... Yep, there's the artillery. Barely alive. Up to vet 3 and 2, respectively. Stops the Tiger in its tracks, although artillery just murders them. Damn it. British infantry coming in to hold the point. At this point, I think he's just realized... I think the Allies realized they need to hold the victory points to win this game. Otherwise, it is not looking good. It is really not looking good for the Axis. If the Allies can hold the point, it looks bad for the Axis. If the Axis can take the point back, it's incredibly bad for the Allies. Because the Allies... Joey no longer has an army. So right now, Windows is the only person with actually a suitable army. And even that, I would say... like... They are holding on to a fucking thread. Now, luckily, they are killing the troops on the retreat, which is hilarious to think about. And, yeah, unfortunately, this position is actually smart, guarding, you know, his mechanized and a lot of his infantry. Well, okay, some of his infantry, which maybe can come up here and open fire. There's that. Anyway, conscripts throwing in AT grenades, maybe? Maybe? Kill it? Oh, so close. So freaking... Oh, dude, I would be pissed. It is so close to dying. British realize this. They're going after it. We could go for... Oh, never mind. They're going for mid. They're like, okay, we need to get mid. Luckily, the one nice thing is they only need the 3 allied players to concentrate here. Thomas is like, look, I'll keep causing hell on this right. Like, look, this VP point back here, it's solid. It's good. Now, I want you guys to kill... Oh, my God. Great plan. Honestly, kill this stuff. If you kill his base, that's pretty massive for this player. Because, again, that's his panzer authorization. That's how he gets armor. Sure, he could deploy it again, but good luck with that. Plus, with that, he's going to move all of his armor away, which drives away the defenders in mid, which should allow the Allies' remaining forces to engage. The fire is coming down as well, which should cause damage to the infantry. This is a bad... Oh, dude, no. No, don't engage. Wait, White Phosphorus coming down. That will delay his armor, if that's the point, to kind of get them all contained, maybe. They can't fire in it, so that's good. Jackson's still putting shots on target. Did he place mines? I have no idea, but there's still an AT line there. So as long as they can... Oh my God. Oh, this pathfinding. At least he got 1 Jagdpanzer. The Panzer IV is alive for now. Never mind. Jackson, 1 final shot, kills it. King Tiger, though, advancing, needs additional AT support. Luckily, Joey's coming on in. Dude, they're about to declaw this guy. This, if the Jacksons would have lived, even if you lost 1, that's fine. If the Jacksons would have lived and you were able to get that back, that would have been a clutch move. That would have been like an immensely good move to lure the Axis armor away from the front and kill them off individually, rather than try to do this massive battle, which you obviously can't win. Like, you can't fight the Tiger Ace and the Elephant and everything else combined together in this massive assault. You cannot do that. But if you lure him away from everyone, then all he has is Panzerwerfers and random AT guns scattered about. Oh my God, AT gun reposition. Oh, nice job. Yeah. Okay, so we have Panzerwerfers guarding right, and now we have Zedja with nothing. He has nothing. He has no infantry or anything. He literally has less men, I want to say, hopefully, than Ronnie. And that's only because this guy has a main weapon to kind of guard mid that's been actually doing damage for the most part. So good job there. Panther trying to get around. Okay, once again, a tank destroyer would be wonderful. Once again, a tank destroyer would be wonderful. I will repeat that until he can hear my thoughts through this game and gets a Firefly, which I don't think he's deployed a single one in this entire game. Panzerwerfer's just coming in because this is a perfect point. It's like, yeah, it's like you see a bee's nest, you're like, I'm just gonna hit that with the baseball bat, and you pretty much got all the bees. True, you just angered and you pissed them off, but you got them, and you definitely knocked them off their balance for the time being, until they all come out of their hive and start stinging the shit out of you. Personal experience note, I just, you know, just a bit of a personal story there. But in any case, fun fact, kids, also, don't use a hose or pour gasoline. Just random advice just came to my mind. Also good, Stuka. Random piece of advice. Just, you know, get a professional. If there's actually a giant swarm, just throwing that out there, just as a small thing. Anyway, major armor push coming around the flank. Again, they moved the main armor on the left. Luckily, Widow still has a ton of reserves to push right. And we have a T-34 that's trying to, or attempted to come around, but I think Tellermine stopped him in his tracks. Panthers still trying to come in. Luckily, plenty of tank destroyers and conscripts coming on in to stun them. 17-pounder is busy. Oh, no, he actually got a shot. Okay, never mind, 17-pounder. You did well, and then immediately died. Panzerwerfer trying to make sure it is dead. It is. AT guns opening fire on the Panther, so expect mass AT grenades hitting target. Luckily, T-34 still somehow walking through territory. Panzerwerfer shouldn't have too much to fear, as, yeah, the Panzerschreck should get it. Panther trying to make it back. Tiger Ace with 117 kills. Good timing, I checked that guy. Is trying to... Oh, damn it, he killed it. Son of a bitch. Panzerwerfer's coming in here, I think. No, it's coming on the right. AT guns reposition. Still need to move. But I think the Panther made it. And this guy only lost one of his Panthers. He's actually deploying 4. Holy shit. 4 Panthers and a Command Panther. Yeah, why not? Because we need that in my life. Anyway, Tiger Ace just killing everything that comes in the mid. What's left of the German infantry is also guarding. Right now, even though he took a lot of territory, the remainder bits of infantry are now swarming him right. Axe is still doing quite well. Zija, whatever reason, is just left. I think he lost his army and decided, F it, my team sucks. Even though his team literally just won in the game. So, screw you, man. Honestly, screw you. So, in any case, look, I'm not saying that you can't get pissed off because you lost a bunch of stuff. I'm not saying that cannot be the case. But either leave or surrender. Don't do this half-ass bullshit where your teammates are no longer being held. Let me point that out very quickly right now. Ronnie, there you go. Ronnie was kind enough to leave the game after apparently he lost everything. So, you know, being a helpful sport, he is. Oh boy, that's perfect timing. Good job, Ronnie. Any case, yeah, Tiger Ace deciding, you know what, I have 130 kills. Arctic saying GG, well played. Alright, so it looks like the game is over. Oh, wait, I forgot. There's still a guy with an army and reserves left. Tiger Ace is walking over onto the right, where, again, the American player still has a good amount. Windows... Oh, by the way, Windows 7 got discontinued, apparently, the day of this recording, so... That doesn't make me feel old at all. Jesus Christ. And before you say anything, I'm in my mid-20s, so yeah, I'm really not that old, but still, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, hot damn, okay. So, any case, yeah, fire's coming down to stop. Wait, why would you put fire? Okay, weird fire. AT gun opening fire on the Tiger. Well, White Phosphorus going down here to stop them from capping it. Alright, so if the Allies could manage to recapture territory, because right now they're losing quite a bit. If they... Oh my god, Panzerwerfer is just throwing everything. They decap at the very least, that's good. Rifleman walking in after the White Phosphorus dissipates, we'll at least get that. So at least they won't hemorrhage. Armor's over here. I mean, it could probably push up, but I guess worried about mines, so maybe getting a minesweeper. Still, Panthers on standby. Maybe have them ready to deploy in case they die, I assume. Just an assumption. Not necessarily my full opinion on the matter. Panzerwerfer coming on in. We'll see where. Up, yeah, on the one player with an actual army. And a Jackson kind of coming up, coming on up. Tons of manpower as well. Joey, unfortunately, lost his heavy tank, so that's a bit of a bust right there. Meanwhile, again, Panthers just running through the lines. They did recapture the point. And there is a mortar here. I don't know if he'll rush it on. Tiger Ace just moving on with 136 kills. Not much really stopping him. With like 3,000 plus manpower. Like, this guy's also just not doing anything, so... Okay, I'm not... there should maybe... what I would like is if there was a feature, kind of like what Overwatch does, if you're not controlling your game, like if you're not, like, if it can't detect you're automatically moving the game, it kicks you and maybe you get banned or something. That would be a big plus for me at the very least. Because that way you get rid of players like this. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Axis is still doing well, but I feel like they would just dominate if, and I do mean if they add another guy as an AI. But the game's still going, so something's going on. Like, again, it's like the allies still think they have a shot, or because they haven't hit the surrender button yet. They haven't hit that, so they're coming up with something, I would assume. Okay, they'll manage to kill a Panther. That's positive. There's two more about to come out of the assembly line, but hell, if they kill it, that's great. Wait, green. What? Okay. So green left now. I don't know if that's good or bad. It is a guy with Panzerwerfers galore. And you now gave, like, yeah, sure, he doesn't have a huge army. And to be fair, a lot of the AT weapons that Windows XP still has is still doing a lot of damage. So a lot of his Panthers are still dying. Like, a lot of his armor is just freaking the fuck out because he's actually losing it. It's a good counterattack by Windows. Again, even, just pick him off and you'll do a lot better. Tiger pulling back, 141 kills respectively. So doing very good with that unit. Middle is right now under Axis. Actually, all the victory points are under Axis control. So that's a big F. This guy is still gone. I guess he honestly thought this game was over. Again, this game will be over in like 3 minutes at this rate. As long as they control the victory points, Axis should win the game. Plus, the AI will just spread units all over the goddamn map. Even if it doesn't, Panzerwerfer actually got a good shot right there, so I'll give the AI credit. Meanwhile, Panther's just running around, just trying to kill whatever he can. Again, I expect AT grenades to be thrown to kind of pin him. Luckily, we have a Ziskin trying to kill it, but alas, Tiger Ace putting an end to it. 151 kills. 151 goddamn kills with that Tiger Ace. Another Panzerwerfer strike removing caches. We have a capture on the left. Real engineers are taking over the point. Never mind. Ronnie's AI decides we don't need the victory point. We need to go directly for the enemy base. That's what we need. So I'm going to go long and go for the... Why the F is this AI? What is this AI doing? Okay. Anyway, luckily AI is doing something. Panther's still just roaming around. Tons of manpower and fuel, so Tat really doesn't care. He's just like, I'm setting my armor in just to distract them for the time. If I was him, I also put like a bunch of bunkers IMAX, place bunkers everywhere. You have 3,000 manpower. Just load this shit up with bunkers. MG kind of trying to guard the point. Not much in terms of anti-infantry. He has a lot of tank, anti-tank stuff, but not anti-infantry, which might be a big issue. A 6-pounder moving on up to fight the Panther, so that's a thing. Looks like it's doing decently well. So that's good. No, man, that 6-pounder did so well. So amazingly well. Anyway, normal armor just backing the F up. Again, I apparently missed this, but Windows did manage to take back the right, so I'll give him credit. Infantry comes in, he's screwed. Moves up anymore, the MG got him. So, yeah, he's in a bit of a pickle. Universal Carrier, though, apparently chasing down the infantry, killing the support gun from another AI. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's trying to focus on other AI. Whatever the case may be, it is not looking good. I'm going to fast forward through this point a little bit, because it looks like they're just drawing out the clock. Maybe they're trying to figure out a way to take it. They did get right, but I don't see a way for them to really push on that point. I mean, it's not like the left is completely undefended and a gentleman with a half track would just simply walk on in to grab it. Or the fact that at the same time, which, by the way, great shot with the IS-2, that infantry would just kind of walk on in and fire would be called down to burn away the Germans. Well, a secret push is brought in to capture mid, while the IS-2 sacrificed itself for the glory of the motherland. And with that, yeah, they managed to decap this area. Battle goes on over here with a nice strike coming in to reduce the Axis forces on the right. Allied forces still holding the left, and middle is now under Allied control as well. Now, okay, so for those who don't know, if you watch Play of the Week, you know this was coming. But that being said, the view numbers of typical Play of the Week stuff is quite low compared to other types of content. So most of you or at least most of you watching, if you are watching right now, probably didn't see this, or if you did, that was the rest of the game. Any case, yeah, so I didn't see Zedja not playing. That's, if I could say the biggest loser of this game, that's him. Wait, was he moving? Or was he just there? I think it was just there. Yeah, I think it was just there. Biggest F for him. Like, he was just not there. And I think if he was there, he could have ensured at least a higher probability of a victory for his team. Just point that out. Most damage goes to green. Again, his elephant, I would say, did quite well. Let's double check. Panzerwerfer, maybe? Oh, nope, elephant. Definitely elephant. Kills-wise, goes to IMAX, and IMAX, I'm assuming, is just killing British. In the Tiger Ace is probably 165 kills. 165 kills for a Tiger Ace. Great job, man. Great job. Meanwhile, on the Allied side, by the way, thank you, Joey G240, an awesome Patreon supporter, for submitting this replay. Plus, you got Arctic in there, who I know, and Windows, so good job, guys. Good job. Also, Ronnie, hopefully you're not Johnny, because otherwise that would be hilarious. Joey got 118,000 damage with his units. I'm assuming it's an ISU 152 getting majority of that, though I'm not entirely sure. No, this gun's 43,000 damage. I'm assuming the same thing with Windows, who, again, also did very well with damage, along with Arctic. Yes, Arctic didn't maybe do as, like, fantastic in damage, like, overall, but he still got 87,000. You compare that to the Axis, that's way, way, way more than even the best Axis players. So good job with your AT guns as well. Again, AT guns ruling it. S285s and nice IS-2 right there. Ronnie's best unit was it was a Soviet weapon, of course. That's quite hilarious. And again, but Arctic did get most kills. So give him credit for where credit's due for burning the enemy alive and killing him with shock troops. Although most losses absolutely goes to Joey. My God, 531 losses. That is a hell of a loss. But in any case, guys, what do you think of this game? I think this is, if to put in short, I think this is a great game that highlights, one, it's never over till it's over. If you still have a plan, it could still come together. Two, guard your flanks, people. Like, I can't stress this enough. Every single time I watch this game, it's just literally on the open side, complete open. The Axis could have pushed up sooner. The Allies actually did push up and did cause quite a bit of damage, but the Axis could have easily pressed that side sooner. Ronnie didn't do a good job defending his side at all. He was just not as competent as IMAX. IMAX, or whatever his name is, just did fantastic with his Tiger Ace as well, just slaughtering everything in his way. So really good job by him. Very impressive KD. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Overall, leave your comments down below, and remember to submit your replays. And hey, you want to go one step further, hit that like, subscribe button, and check out my Patreon if you want to support me. But otherwise, this has been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Josh, Milam, Joey G240, Just Thomas Plays, Spartycus, Rilfe, JrChicklis, Pyroshark, Ollie, Ace, GTA, and Jakub Osweija. Thank you all for your incredible support. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see you all next time.